of our modern sedentary lifestyle. But getting healthier, happier and less stressed could be as simple as chair yoga. It's essentially traditional yoga adapted to be done while seated, making it perfect for a busy workday. To tell us more, we're joined by Raquel, owner and director of Kanuka Yoga Space. Good morning. So good to have you on the program.
Yeah, nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
So a lot of people sit at their desks during the day. It could be, for a number of hours. What are the impacts that is having, whether it's on our body or our mind?
Yeah, I think if we are in any position, whether you're at your standing desk, whether you're a truck driver behind the wheel, whether you're at your desk, if you are in any position for extended period of time, essentially what you're doing is you're creating a pattern, a behavior that might not be helpful over a long period of time. Not only are you feeling that in your body, but oftentimes you're going to be feeling these sort of habits, these patterns that aren't so beneficial in the mind as well.
Okay, so what does chair yoga do to help that?
Yeah. I like to take it back because you had mentioned that traditional yoga, and now we adopt it to the modern lifestyle. But actually the only shape in the yogic tradition for thousands of years was just your comfortable seat. So we're actually returning back maybe to the ancient ways rather than thinking of it as a modern lens. Chair yoga essentially is a system that can be even more accessible, more inclusive, no matter where you are. So some exercises, some techniques that you might consider is breath patterns, gentle movement, and what we call external and internal resourcing to bring peace and stability into your body and your mind.
Yeah, need lots of that. So in terms of yoga then, whether it's chair, any type of yoga, what are the benefits of that for our bodies?
Yeah, so, we are complex humans, right? The body, the mind, and our communities are all linked together. So I think when you practice yoga in your chair, standing, whatever it might be, the aim is to bring stillness to the mind and ease through the body. So there's lots of techniques to do so, and it's just finding the sequence or the shapes or the patterns that work best for you.
Love it. Okay, so can we find some sequences and patterns that might actually work well for Chingy and I, who sit here for 3 hours? I mean, we're up in, all over the place. But
as you know, I'm more of a Pilates man, Jenny May, usually, so this might be,
What, a bit of a stretch?
Oh, stop. See, here she goes. I mean, is it comparable? Can you sort of take things from both?
Yes, I think it's great to blend these practices together. Yeah, to really address your whole self.
Okay.
So one thing that you can do to, let's say you're noticing that you're not feeling the way that you could be feeling, we like to orient first. So this might be not what you're expecting. Orienting is essentially bringing a little bit more safety to your mind so that you can actually get into the mindset of moving. And orienting is literally scanning the horizon around you. So whether you're in a new boardroom and you're feeling a little bit anxious, whether you're in a place that you're familiar with but you want to notice something new and different, health and safety love this. You might check for hazards. Back when we were just becoming human, we would scan the horizon for danger. So just by looking around your chair can signal to the most primitive parts of your brain that you are in a relatively safe situation. And so now you are safe to move.
Yes.
So that's the first step.
Okay.
Second would be working with breath. So getting into a shape where you can actually feel a little bit more space in your chest. So maybe shoulders back, crown of the head upwards. And again, to ease the nervous system.
Do you have to close your eyes for this?
If it helps you tune inwards, please do.
Okay.
But you don't need to. So whatever helps you feel safest. And just noticing your breath. So you might just take a moment to feel your breath in your body. Maybe you feel cool air coming in through your nose. You might notice your chest lifting or your back body expanding. You might even notice your belly puff up. And so we begin to tune inwards to notice what we might need by paying attention to the breath.
This is a bit different to my Pilates class, I'm not going to lie.
And then the third thing that you might do is a little bit of movement. And this looks different for every body because every body has different needs, right? So once we've settled the mind, we've created a sense of safety, you might begin to notice any sensations in your body that need a little extra care and attention. So sitting at a chair, maybe at your computer, you're probably going to be feeling that in the shoulders, the neck, and the wrists a little bit more. And the fascia connects all of it together. So some things that you can do is start to maybe roll your shoulders backwards so you feel your collarbones extending out wide. And then it's almost as if you can trace the sensation down your arms. You might just start to pull your arms outwards and notice if you can bring sensation through the forearms or the wrists. And that looks different for everyone.
You're in my space. Can you get out of my space?
Yeah.
Very relaxing.
So you might extend the arms out wide, stretching them, bringing sensation through the palms, maybe even the fingers, spreading the fingers out wide. So all of that is connective tissue that links together. And you could even turn the palms down and start to roll the wrist around. Maybe you now feel that through the front of your shoulders. And so you start just waking up a little bit more awareness through the arms. And if you spend a few more moments...
stretch though, isn't it?
Yeah, subtle but accessible.
How do... I've got to wrap things up, Raquel.
Yeah,
I mean, we could do this for...
3 hours.
Yeah.
The most simplest movements.
So if people want to learn a little bit more about chair yoga, you know, how can they get more information?
Yeah, well, they're welcome to come our way to Kanuka Yoga Kanuka Yoga Space. We offer yoga in the workplace, so whether that's live streamed through Zoom, in the comfort of your home, because there's so many people that are working from home still, or coming into your office to run a session that's a little bit more probably activating or energetic than 6:20 in the morning.
Oh, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we're happy to support your people.
Raquel, thank you so much. That was